YTPC Padre coming to you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say, hey there, YouTube, how the heck are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're finding all the blessings that the Lord has in store for you. Hey, check this out, huh? Yes, indeed. Proud to be wearing my LSU shirt today. I wore it actually in advance of the national championship. Mark VV and I recorded a video for BRTV. We did our number 5 in our Smoking Through the series, the Smoking Through the Sampler series, 5 of the 7-part series. We got that one up the weekend right before the playing of the game on Monday, and so I figured I'd wear this shirt today proudly as I record this YTPC video. Not too much I wanted to talk about today, although I don't know if this is getting huge play in the media where you are. Locally here in New Orleans, this is just, it's a story that's blowing up that former LSU player Odell Beckham Jr., who now plays in the NFL, was, well, he's in trouble. He's got an arrest warrant out for him for slapping a security guard, which you can't do. He did this after the national championship game when my LSU Tigers pounced on the Clemson Tigers. They took a little while to do that, but they did it. And enjoying some black coffee in the BRTV mug. So after the game, there's a couple of accusations going around, and I'm going to circle it back around to talk a little bit about cigars. One of the accusations is that Odell Beckham Jr. was raining cash on the players, and apparently that has been dispelled. That the whatever he was throwing in the air was fake bills. It was intended to symbolize something, I guess, to the seniors who are going pro, that they'll be making good money, that he's making good money in the NFL, etc. But I think where the slapping of the security guard comes in, it has to do with the fact that Joe Burrow and several of the other LSU Tigers actually pulled out some victory cigars and lit them up where they were after the game inside the Superdome. So this is maybe outside the locker rooms or inside the locker rooms. I'm not quite sure where all this occurred. And you can't smoke in the building. I mean, everybody knows that. By the same token, they just won the national championship. And it's, you know, was it wrong for them? Yeah. Is it a big deal? It really shouldn't be. It's a bigger deal now that Odell tried to step in there and made matters worse by mouthing off to the security guard. And I mean, it's just, I was very hasty in my judgment of that story. I reposted it in my social media the day that it first appeared, which was the day after the championship game. And I took some shots, and I admit it, maybe you should step back before you say these sorts of things, but I took some shots at the New Orleans Police Department and the mayor, because we don't have the world's greatest mayor. I'm just going to put it that way. But, you know, we had New Orleans, and I don't live in New Orleans proper. I'm a suburbanite. I freely admit it. But New Orleans has a lot of the problems that many large cities in America do. We have problems with violence. We have violent crimes and shootings and murders. And, you know, go solve some of those. Stop picking on the kid who lit up his cigar because he just won the national championship and is going to the NFL and is a Heisman Trophy winner. You know, go solve some murders. Go direct some traffic. Boy, if there's one thing that just burns me in the city of New Orleans, is trying to leave the Superdome and you've got police officers out there who pretend to know what they're doing with traffic management, you know, and maybe I'm being overly harsh on those officers. By and large, we have a really good police force in New Orleans. It just ticked me off. Like, really, that's the thing. The police are going to move in because security has reported that Joe Burrow and some of his boys are smoking a cigar to celebrate their national championship. That's a long way to get through why I'm wearing my LSU shirt, but you guys know I'm a Tiger, and so go Tigers. Congratulations to LSU. Congratulations to Clemson. I mean, my goodness gracious, that brings a 29-game winning streak to an end. That is something to be proud of for sure. And it was a good ball game. Both teams played really well. Some housekeeping. This is my Stanwell, and I just love this little pipe. It's so lightweight. My old eyes. I should have looked on beforehand to see what it is I'm smoking. I just lit the charring light on something I've never had before. It's one of those new tobaccos that came in, and I've had some new stuff come in, and that's why I was going to toss that out there to you to see who's getting some of the same stuff I'm getting that's new. I'm trying for the first time this Baren Golden Brown Burley London blend. This is a recreation of something that apparently ain't there no more, but they brought it out. And I got to tell you, when I opened the tin, I was really impressed with that tin note. I get, this is just nice. You know what I get in it, and it's good looking. I get a faint hint of brownies or brownie batter maybe. I mean, it's not overwhelming. It's not like it's an aromatic sort of that level of presence, but it's there. And then there's some other typical sort of, maybe a little raisiny. It's a good smelling tobacco. I only had time to do the char light. I should tamp that down. I am not prepared to go into details on this at this point, because I'm literally, this is my second light. But there haven't been many blends, but there are some blends that I have encountered where on first light I say, I might just throw in the towel. And this is not one of those. This is not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Very, very smooth flavor to it. Yeah, I'm gonna like this. It's I'm gonna have to spend some time with it. Pairing well with coffee. I found Burleys do though. They do real well with black coffee. Some other stuff I've gotten in the mail. I received my tins of that I ordered of the new release of the bourbon barrel plum pudding. I'm looking forward to trying. I really enjoy regular plum pudding, so I can't wait to try that bourbon barrel with the little cask. You know, it's been done before, but good for them for trying to bring that back, and I can't wait to try that. I know there's a lot of folks who have done some stuff online with it. Old Hollywood Briar has a great one, and people are liking it, and I suspect I will as well. I got my my McBaren Burley London and some other stuff. You know, I have gotten some tins of Sammy G's, what is it, St. James Flake, which is really one that I just thoroughly enjoy, and it's new to me. I tried it for the first time last year. Bought it from my brick and mortar, went back, they didn't have any more. I couldn't find any online, and the other night just decided, plug it in, let me see what I can find, and I actually found it available online at Just For Him. Probably shouldn't have said that, because now everybody's going to go buy it up and take it away, and I can't get any more. But no, I did get myself a few tins just to have on standby. What disturbs me about it is, I forget what site, I don't know if it was PNC or maybe Smoking Pipes. One of them doesn't have, they give you one-time alerts. They'll email you once they get it in. One of them didn't have that, and it might not have even been one of those two. I forget who exactly it was. And instead of saying on back order or not currently available, the wording, if I'm not mistaken, was no longer available. Oh, and that kind of frightened me a little bit. So I don't know what's happening with Sammy G. I know that there are some, it's not a huge production company. They don't turn out tons and tons of their product. And so In some ways, a little like Esoterica. In fact, I've been telling over a pipe that the way he does his notices on his channel, go check it out. In fact, he's got a great channel about the Esoterica blends. When they do drops, he does these live notices. I said, you need to start doing that for Samuel Galwith as well, because they're getting harder to come by than Esoterica blends. And I like them. I like my Sammy G. I like the grouse more. I like the skiff mixture. I have no problems with Squadron Leader. People, I don't know, they rave about it. I'd rather have skiff mixture, to tell you the truth. That would be probably my favorite of it. But I actually, St. James Flake, I think, is probably my favorite now in that lineup. But this McBaren Burley is doing well, though. And then I also got a little surprise in the mail. Now, I did slit it open just to save some time here. I haven't looked. I kind of have an idea what it is because of the size of it. But it's a little something from Purdue Piper, and it's been a while since he sent this. I got it out of the mailbox as I was getting ready to go out and do visitation, I think. Put it on my desk, and you should see my desk right now. It's a mess. And so I refound it today and realized I'd never opened it. So I'm going to do it in this video and say thank you in advance. What am I going to find in here? Purdue Piper sends some samples. Oh, wow. Okay. This is some Sleepy Hollow from Strauss from this year. Thank you, sir. That is good. That's really good stuff. And I suspect he's one of the ones I was having a conversation with. I don't remember who all was in this. It must have been him. About, somebody has never had it before, and I'm like, should I get it? Do I get just a little? Do I get a lot? And my advice was get as much as you can because it's good. That, I like it. But that doesn't mean you're going to like it. So you may end up getting 8 ounces or 16 ounces. Well, then what are you going to do if you don't like it? You get rid of it. And it's easy to do because a lot of people like that Sleepy Hollow, and it's only available in the fall. And every fall, since 2016, we've been wondering, is this the last year, right? Who knows? And then some Wenceslas he sent me, which is the Christmas blend from Strauss. Man, I got to tell you, I had forgotten this. I had some of this several years ago, and I had forgotten what that smells like. My goodness, that is scrumptious. That is, whew. Thank you, Purdue Piper. You are too kind, sir. Happy New Year to you, and very appreciative of your kindness. And I had told him, I said he had asked for how to get in touch with me. There's no need to send anything. I've got too much stuff anyway. And he said, no, this has something to do with something you had got me on. So I'm assuming he was part of that conversation again about these Strauss seasonal blends. So I hope, Purdue Piper, I hope you've enjoyed both of those blends actually, and that you're just not unloading them because you didn't like them. I like them both. And I suspect a lot of people who can tolerate aromatics, and I know aromatics aren't for everybody, but for those that enjoy them, those Strauss holiday blends are fantastic. Speaking of holiday blends, you guys know I like black coffee. And down here in New Orleans, we have Community Coffee, and I know it's nationwide now. It's based from Louisiana. That's where it started. And I picked up at the store, never heard of it before, never had it before. I get the K-Cups, and it was Community Coffee, I think they called it Winter Blend. And I was a little disappointed, not in the coffee, in fact, that's what I'm drinking right now, but when I got the box home, I was putting it away in the cabinet, and I realized it said on there 10 K-Cups, which is amazing because it was the exact same box, exact same size box as all the other Community Coffees I had picked up that said 12 K-Cups. So there were 2 less K-Cups in there. I posted it on Twitter, and I don't mind saying I was doing it in an attempt to sort of get their attention and maybe do a little social media shaming on them. And some of the folks over on the Twitter, some of my pipe friends were chiming in about, well, that's the deal with these holiday blends, kind of taking a little shot at the tobacco industry as well. So I don't know if that's community. They just did that because it's a limited edition for the winter. It's a nice coffee. It's a medium roast. I enjoy it, but I'm not going to buy 10 K-Cups for the price of 12 K-Cups when I can get my cafe blend or my American Classic or my dark roast or my coffee and chicory in 12-cup packs for the same price. I don't know. What are these people thinking? Here's the thing. This goes back to a previous video not too long ago. You know, it's a free market economy, and you know, the companies are only gonna do what we're willing to put up with. And so I don't mind making my voice heard on something like that. Like, really? You just cheated me 2 cups? Because I bought like 4 boxes of it. So that's really 2, 4, 6, 8. You know, that's almost a whole dad blasted box that I got cheated for the price of that. But anyway, I'm not complaining too much because I still like it. So I didn't want to talk too long today. I really wanted to try out this new tin. Oh, I got one more thing. Did I bring it with me? Oh, I got 2 more things. Hang tight. I want to show you, I have acquired a new pipe from Eddie Gray at the Pipe Nook. I want to show that off. And I want to show off a pack of tobacco I got. It's nothing snazzy about it. It's just something I haven't been able to get in a long time. I'll explain why. The tobacco is Philosopher Blend from Tinderbox. We don't have a Tinderbox down here in New Orleans anymore. Closed shop a few years ago. And I just hadn't had this for so long. And I said, I'm going to try it. The way I got this, I was driving through, I was doing some traveling, and I was passing through Mobile, Alabama, and Mobile has a Tinderbox. So I stopped in. And then, this is the pipe I wanted to show off. I love these Rossi's that Eddie Gray on the Pipe Nook has. They're made by Savinelli. They're a little less expensive than Savinelli, but it's made to the same quality standards. And check this out. And there goes stickers from the Pipe Nook. Isn't that a beauty? That's a Canadian. I've yet to try it out. Absolutely gorgeous pipe. And he had an after, like a New Year's sale. I think it was a New Year's sale or after Christmas. I forget what it was. And, you know, in my Twitter feed, I subscribed to Briar Report, and Briar Report had posted something that Eddie was having a sale. And you put, I forget what the code was, maybe Happy New Year or something like that. And there was some discount. It was, I think it might have even been 20%. It was either 10 or 20% off pipes in stock. And Pipe Nook's got some great prices already. So I took advantage and picked up one of these Rossi's, this beautiful Canadian. I can't wait to try it out. So wanted to show you those 2 new things too. And I think we've probably spent enough time here. I'm going to go finish this bowl of this McBaren Burley and my hot cup of coffee. And until we see each other again over on the YTPC or over on BRTV, just a shout out to Mark VV. We'll be making our part 6 video very shortly. Mark's very busy with a new baby, so they're not coming out weekly. Hopefully next weekend we'll have one dropping for you. So hello from Mark and hello to Mark. But check out BRTV as well, and I'll see you next time on YTPC as well. Padre, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings.